Another issue that has just sprung up, Big Lala, just some minutes ago on Twitter is this particular one on the screen right now. Burna Boy and Zlatan, the Killin Dem brouhaha. Now, Zlatan met up with a couple of fans some days ago, and during that particular show, Zlatan's sort of Symbol of Hope, the album is coming very soon. And so they asked Zlatan, who do you see as symbols of hope? While coming up, and he said, oh, yes, there was Davido, of course, he couldn't have missed that name out. He said there's Olamide Bado, who just dropped the album, of course. And there's also Wizkid, who's got a song with Zlatan IDK. IDK, for your information, is Zlatan's biggest song in terms of streams. Yes, it is Zlatan's biggest song in terms of the number of streams. That is his biggest song. Now, a Burna Boy supporter or maybe an ex-user have come to say, you know what, you'd fail to mention Burna Boy's name as one of your symbols of hope. This is the person that gave you your biggest song ever. Now,
Killin Dem?
Yes.
Where was Killin Dem released?
2019, I think.
Okay, 2019, okay.
Yeah, 2019. 2018, 2019. That was when Killin Dem was released. Now, there's been loads and loads of comparison. There's been loads and loads of debate. Someone said, "Oh, that is not his biggest song. It's IDK." Someone said, "You know what? Biggest song in terms of streams is different from biggest song in terms of the impact." Someone said, "Oh, there was Able God at the time as well. You can't say stuff like that." Or someone also said, someone said there was Able God, and someone said, "Oh, it was already rolling with the likes of Pokoli. There was a live that Pokoli did with Burna Boy. Zlatan was there, and Burna Boy had to ask for them to collaborate." A lot of stories here and there and all of that. And now, Big Lala, these stories have come up before. We know what happened between Zlatan and Burna Boy. The whole Burna Boy telling him, according to Zlatan, "Oh, do you know what you're doing?" When he said he was expecting
He had a baby, right?
Or he had a baby or something like that. Yeah. So a lot of back and forth, Zlatan, Burna Boy, and ever since then, for the past couple of years right now, they haven't really been the best of friends. Or in fact, I would say they probably don't talk to each other. Now, this same issue again, Big Lala. What exactly is up with Zlatan, Burna Boy, Killin Dem, biggest song, greatest song, most streamed song? All this Rubudinho, what exactly is the case? What do you have to say?
You know what this takes me back to?
Yeah.
It does take me back to 2019 or 2020. Right. I don't remember. Was it 2020 or 2020?
We had a yes.
Guys, if just go on our channel, search Killin Dem, this or
Killin
that.
This or that. Yeah. I think it was this or that, yes.
It was just one crazy episode. I just flashed back.
Oh my days, I can never forget.
Yeah. So, to be honest, I wouldn't expect Zlatan to mention Burna.
Why?
I wouldn't.
Why?
Who were the symbol of hope for him? You see, when
I'm going to give you a tweet.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you a tweet right away.
Yeah.
And that tweet is very, very profound. So in 2019, on the 20th of November 2019, Recording Academy nominated the African Giant album, which had Killin Dem, as one of the songs for the Grammy Awards.
Yeah.
Zlatan made a screenshot of that particular nomination, and he said, "My brother at Burna Boy has put me on world's map. I'm eternally grateful for this. Killin Dem is one of the best things that has happened to me. Thank you very much, Burna Boy, for putting me on the huge track. Small boy from Agbede Ikorodu is now a Grammy nominee." That was
when the going was too good.
Now, this, you've already confirmed this guy puts you on a song. On the song, you're now a Grammy nominee from Ikorodu and everything. And now you want to mention your symbols of hope. And then there's no Burna Boy there. Do you think that was a major error from Zlatan Ibile?
No, see, if it doesn't mention him, it's because of whatever pending issue that they have.
They have.
Regardless. Right? And if you want to be fair to Zlatan, you have to also understand that before he got to that point of appearing on Killin Dem, he's putting some work, right?
Yeah.
And who were those guys that were there for him when he put in those work? Olamide 1, Davido 2. Now you can make a case for, I say, Wizkid wasn't there until IDK, and
Right.
you would be correct to say that. But they were front runners, right? Who were the I'll call them front runners, people who everybody looked up to.
Yes.
And as at 28, before Killin Dem, who was that number one person you would mention? Is either Wizkid or Davido.
Or David, yeah.
You're not mentioning any other person, right? And you, for the obvious reasons, he's going to mention Olamide. For the obvious reasons, Olamide was there from the start.
Streets,
right?
yeah.
Giving him advice, giving him tips and all that.
Yeah.
And was he on Wo? Yeah, he was on Wo that was dancing to. Was he
Right.
on?
Yeah. It was also on the Oh My Lordy.
Oh My Lord, exactly.
Yeah.
So for him, that is what it is. Before Killin Dem came about, right? And don't forget, African Jam album was also very significant for Burna Boy.
Yes.
That album, also put Burna Boy on the map.
Yes. There's a comment I'm going to read to you, but continue. Yeah.
Yeah. So if Zlatan doesn't mention a Burna Boy as at that time, I don't think it should be a problem. We know the reason why. It's because of those whatever issue they have between them.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't see them as symbol of hope, then you don't see them as symbol of hope. And as at that time, let's not get it twisted, right? Zlatan was also on the comment. I mean, this was the argument back then that we had. I'm like saying, no, Zlatan was one of the major reasons why I thought Killin Dem was a huge track because one, he brought the street vibe, brought the dance to that. And to date, when Burna Boy performs Killin Dem, exactly. And that has nothing to do with Burna. That's what Burna is a advocate of. He likes things from the streets. He does that regularly. But you see, all that what's it called? Dance steps, street slangs, and all these things.
Yeah.
It came from what's his name? Zlatan's contribution on that song.
On the song.
And Burna used that. He used and rinsed and repeated. Right? He even banned Zlatan for performing the song. And he goes to make he say if Zlatan will perform, he should only perform his parts. He should perform the other part.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? And you're not expecting, you've already handicapped him, right? You can go ahead and perform other parts of the song. He can't perform the other part of the song. Do you get?
Yeah. I think technically Burna Boy owns the song, right?
Yeah, and I know, I get that he owns the song. But, if things have happened and you are not on the best of time, then his fans shouldn't expect that he's going to mention the Burna Boy.
Mention his name, yeah. Right. Mr. Kolimbo, I mean, our Facebook, our IG page is buzzing with this particular because we made a post about it and it's been buzzing right now. Everyone is talking about it. Now, Mr. Kolimbo said, Burna Boy helps Zlatan. You all forget easily when he got that breakout with Ye. After how many years he released it and he got no other strong song to back it up. But Zlatan was everywhere that year with the likes of Bella Shmurda and Pokoli when Burna Boy came on Poco's live and told Zlatan on live that he wanted to do a collaboration with him. And Zlatan delivered and they still make the video almost the same day they recorded that song, which Burna Boy had admitted severally on lots of interviews. Do you know how much that song saved his career then? Now, it's referring to Burna Boy. If you don't know one scope about, now this one is funny. He said, if you don't know one scope about Burna Boy, let me tell you all today. Once Burna Boy finds out he's not popping like that again, he has 3 tactics. 1, attack David unprovoked, directly or indirectly. Number 2, come back to Africa and look for hot songs to do remix with. Most recent is Lahore, which backfired low key. Number 3, create unnecessary drama to push his songs. That's all it does. But once he gets what he wants, Baba don't reset. Income the shape we given for Nigeria. That guy now, that's Ajay, but I still love him though. Now, a couple of replies. Someone gave him the thumbs up. And I mean, just a lot of buzzwords happening in our comment section right now. People are defending Burna Boy while some are actually saying, nah, this is not the case. It was at that time they both needed the song. Now, do you agree with the fact that at that time when they made Killing Them, they actually both needed the song.
I think that's far fetched, right? Because Burna Boy was equally hot. I don't killing them was a big deal. I'm not going to downplay it.
Yes.
But you can't say before Killing Them, Burna Boy was hot. Burna Boy had Burna Boy had Dangote, isn't it? Right? And crowning it with the African Giant album, which was that body of work was what even propelled everything.
Amazing.
Exactly.
Amazing.
So it's taking it too far when you say things like, "Oh, Burna Boy was struggling back then. It was Zlatan that saved." I don't think as much of a Burna critique that I am, I'm not going to agree and say, "Oh, that's the case." Nah, it's definitely not the case.
Right. Are we going to ever have any sort of reconciliation between the? Because it seems to me like both of them kind of like still love each other. You
think?
I mean, brotherly love right now. But one person wants another person to bend.
I don't think that's what it is. I think Zlatan feels disrespected, and you know the reason why he feels disrespected.
Yes.
There's been these other issues of don't perform, only perform your part of the song.
The part of the song, right?
Zlatan came on Wiz's O2 show. He could only perform 30 seconds of that song, or less. Just that part. Do you guess?
Yes.
So those kind of things did not look like, oh, I'm giving you a platform or I'm supporting you. So
even have to tell the DJ at that time, yeah.
Yeah, if anyone wants to make the argument that he pushed Zlatan, made him wall, blah blah blah, he handicapped him. He was part of the song, but he was limited in how far he could perform those songs. You get so again, I don't think they're best of powers at the moment. The issue with him having a baby, those words from Burna were not the best words for somebody. Just say congratulations and move on. You don't have to tell the guy, do you even know what you're doing? Like, and since then, but Zlatan, he's had a kid, right? He's fine with his family.
He is fine with his
his
family.
career not increased in bounds? Has he not been a bigger brand? He has been a bigger brand. Has the kid affected him? Of course not.
No.
So Burna was wrong. Zlatan didn't have any issues.
Anyways, Burna Boy and Zlatan, definitely one we would love to see again. Probably, a collaboration in the nearest future, hopefully. I know that's not what Lala doesn't think that's ever going to happen, but we really, really do hope that that would happen. Moving on.